Baseball's here. Great feeling. Got this. I'm really curious how the new additions are gonna do. Obviously, like I wanted Okamoto on my team, and it was nice to see him flash leather. Looks the part. People wondered how good he would be at third base, and obviously, like it is just spring training. It's a super small sample size, and the challenge is always to be, good over the course of a season. But I applaud Toronto for spending, and just a real quick moment watching this. I'm like, wow, Okamoto looks, I guess, more fluid out there than I thought he would. Like that's a really, really big time play. So shout out to him. And there's also like, in teams that I pay attention to, like two new third basemen in town, right? And I like Bichette. I do like Bichette. But he's gonna have to, the bad at defense stuff wasn't super loud in Toronto. I think it's gonna be super loud, at least publicly, like media-wise, like discussion-wise, with the New York Mets if he's not very good. Now, I've been seeing these clips of him, and everyone wants to be an armchair coach, and that's, acceptable. Like, most of us probably played baseball at some point, and that's how we fell in love with the sport. I didn't think, this whole thing was as bad as some people were acting. But again, like, in the baseball world, you get trolls, you get people who are, like, detractors, like all that. But there is concerns that they spent a lot of money on a DH. Now, look, I am paying close attention to Bichette this spring at third because I think it's interesting. Sam and I wondered if they would try to like move him to short because Lindor's had the hamate surgery just for a little bit until Lindor gets back. But obviously they valued the reps at third, and obviously learning a new position, you don't want to bounce back and forth like that, especially when you're not already a really naturally good defender, right? Like some of the talk about McMahon getting reps at short. I think it's different because he's like a great defender at third. Then we got this. This is not going to help Bichette's case. I didn't think the throw was awful. But again, Bichette's not going to get the benefit of the doubt until he puts together like, a good 3 or 4 months of good defense. And I don't know if he's capable of that. And honestly, like, no favors from his third baseman here. Bouncer, long throw. That's a really long throw. The ball got there in time. But again, I mean, he's gonna get dunked on every chance. Now, does that play need to be made? Yeah. Does a better throw out there? Yeah. But also, first base wise, we gotta hold on to the ball, right? Because if you hold on to the ball, this is not even a post. And look, I like these because I use them for this, and I whatever. But just this one video alone is like 363,000 views. And, I mean, comments. I mean, I guess a lot of the comments are going to be defending him. Mets fans, stop. This person is seeking attention and or creator funds. Please do not respond as you respond. Yeah, I guess, honestly, a lot of honesty there. A lot of that, like, it's not on Bo. I didn't mean to retweet it. I was going to look at some of the quotes. Yeah. I guess here we go. I'm proud of baseball fans. Rage spend on a liability. Yeah, that's some bait. That's good. Yeah. He's gonna have to fight it though. He's gonna have to fight it. I don't know. Is Dan Clark is he a fan of anybody? Oh, I think it's a Yankees post. Maybe I'm about to loop. Gotta do my homework a little better. I hated how this tweet was framed. If 60 home runs, a division title, and an elite defense aren't enough to win an MVP, what is? For Cal Raleigh, the answer is simple: win a World Series. That makes it seem like he's saying.
If you can't,
it makes it seem like Cal Raleigh said what would be enough for him to win an MVP, and it's a World Series. And other than like the voting thing being poor with that, he wasn't talking. I just play it because I thought that when I read the tweet, I was like, huh. Not that it's shaded, Aaron, but it's like I did everything I could and I should have won the MVP. I guess I just got to win a World Series if I want to win an MVP. Like I guess that's how I read it initially. But then I listened to it and it's like, oh, it doesn't come across as that at all.
can't win the MVP with the year you had, then how is Aaron Judge ever going to lose the MVP? Because you had one of the all-time greatest years for a catcher, 60 home runs, the way you led your team to the postseason, won the division. Sorry, you should have been a Gold Glover. Again, I know who won it. But for me, you won Platinum Glove last year, and this year you don't even make the finals. So I don't know what else you could possibly do to not win the MVP.
Trying to win a World Series. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm just trying to win a World Series. Like I guess the tweet makes it framed like the MVP was super important to him, and he was hurt. He's like, I guess got to win an MVP or win a World Series because I botched that. But it's like I'm just worried about a World Series, man. I think is so I had issue with the tweet framing. I'm glad I listened to it, and that's why it's important to listen to tweets. I want to talk about this. I love, like, honestly, like, so I pitched. I'm left-handed, so I'm biased towards left-handed pitchers. Robbie is obviously like a top 40 prospect. He's going to play this year. I think he's 22 years old, 6'3", lefty, and pitchability. Has a lot of it. And for the Marlins, they honestly, they're going to have a good staff. And, you know, they made some moves, so they're going to kind of lean on him a little bit. First outing, he's got Simeon, Soto, Bichette in a row.
2-year-old southpaw from Reno, Nevada, Robbie Snelling gets the ball for the Marlins. Snelling's first pitch to the leadoff man, Marcus Semien, is popped up sky high just beyond the infield dirt left side. Shortstop Acosta called off by Norby and
That's got to feel good. One pitch, one out. Like, got to feel good for that kid.
Connor makes the catch. 2-0 pitch to Soto. That one cut on and hit high in the air. Again, just beyond the infield dirt. The shortstop Acosta drifting back, calling off the left fielder Hernandez.
3 pitches, 2 outs.
To make the catch. 2 to Bichette. That one a high bouncer. The first baseman Morel. He grabs it on the forehand and off balance. He fires to it, covering Snelling.
What a play.
How about Christopher Morel? His first inning of professional baseball at first base.
And that was a great play. You always love when, I mean, because if that gets over, that's well, probably not for Bo, but yeah, quick work. I like watching the Marlins. I like their pitching a lot, generally speaking. I just kind of like watching those guys throw. I mean, at least a year ago I did. Now, obviously, they moved on from Weathers and Cabrera. But, you know, just guys that, yeah, we like it. We like it. Paying very close attention to the White Sox. Paying very close attention to Murakami. Obviously, he was a guy that before free agency, people projected he would get, what, over $100 million. He got 34 to the White Sox. The White Sox then botched his name, but his batting practice has been like very loud and drawn a lot of attention. And for me, I'm interested. I know there were concerns about velo. I think some of the velo stats got absolutely, misconstrued. There was some worry about like, well, do we want to pay this guy if we don't know he can hit? But we think he has power, but he might be a DH. Like, do you want to clog a spot with like just a bat if that bat's not that good? The market tanked well below the $100 million mark, but here we go. Early on, loud contact.
Murakami with a base hit.
It's 108 off the bat. That'll play. Also, go follow Fireside Baseball on all socials if you haven't already. That'll play. And then this, obviously, like less important. It's I don't care about the caption. I care about the swing and where the ball went. Now, look, in an MLB game, it's probably a double. I mean, probably a fly out. In this game, it's a double. Gets lost in the sun. You get that at spring training. Obviously, like the size of stadiums impacts that a lot, and the time of day that everybody's playing. And first time out.
Drills that one to center field. Suzuki slowing down, can't see it, over his head, and it'll bang up against the wall. In to score is Murray.
That's a fly out, but it's a loud fly out. And for those wondering, for those keeping tabs, that pitch was 95 miles per hour. Middle though, or inner middle, and he cranked it. But yeah, 95 miles per hour pitch, bam, right there, and he hit it hard. I like the swing. I'm excited to watch it kind of go. Oh, dude, I saw this. Getting killed. Bo Naylor and Harry Ford are two backstops looking to build on a strong 2025 season. Now, I am small market Chris Drew. Follow small market to get him out. Bo Naylor did not have a strong year.
Well, it is Black History Month in February. All this week on MLB Network.
Did not have a strong year. And I'm just going to stop it right there. They could have left off the bat. You want to keep Harry's up there. Comments. We're calling 195 average a strong season, or we're joking. Naylor sucks. Is Bo's strong season in the room? I think Bo's a great guy. But I can't sit through another season where this guy hits 195 and then wakes up just enough. It's just enough in September to get us excited for the future. Strong? Does that say 195? Buck 95 is considered strong? Come on, I love Naylor. Good Canadian kid. But seriously, he's got a great swing and huge power. Bad season last year, and he'll even tell you that. I mean, he regressed. I mean, even the 379 slug, like, he regressed drastically. But the swing looks really good. I like the swing a lot. And when he hits them, they're majestic. And I didn't want to do this during Black History Month. Didn't even show me right there.
Pitcher in the well, it is.
But just, I mean, I'm curious. Oh, a few quotes. They're funny for that. Okay. I told you guys, and maybe this is going to get annoying to people, but the lefties, I'm paying attention to them. Peyton Tolley. I guess brand new pitch. Obviously, like last year was the year of the pitch mix. Sinkers have been big over the last 3 years. And, yeah, this. Big kid, 6'6", 250. And I know that, Boston fans should be excited. Young kid. Obviously 23 years old and is going to get better. It's going to get better and better.
And Wallner, with that big open stance, left on left against Peyton Tolley. First pitch is fouled. Start for the Shockers and also hit. Has a big swing and miss, and Wallner's in an 0-2. Very strong Red Sox rotation. The 0-2 is in there for Cole.
Bang. Great pitch. And I love these. This is from TJ. Does a great job with these. I don't honestly think the sinker is necessary. His fastball's already elite with a combo of extensive velo and approach angle. Year of the mix. I don't know. Last year of the mix, especially against some same-handed hitters. I'm interested to see if he counters, if he continues to push it against left-handed batters overall, and how his arsenal rounds out. I think they're doing a good job with him. I'm excited about that. Speaking of nasty, this one's not a lefty, but this is a big monster. This is the one that I think is going to be like sit-down, must-watch television all spring whenever he's in. I mean, obviously the Pitching Ninja, we are all familiar with the Pitching Ninja if we are baseball fans on Twitter or on YouTube too. He's got a lot of good stuff. This 3-pitch sequence was absolutely ridiculous. I believe in the second inning, right?
And in the Yankee system, they say he has the best fastball and the best change.
101.8. We don't round up, according to our guy in That's Baseball.
To throw 100 miles an hour, it doesn't look that way.
Locked him. 102.4. What they say? Ferocious. He is so disgusting. And look, he gave up a home run today. Obviously, he left the changeup high. But I thought he looked really good. The command, obviously, you worry about. And I think on the broadcast, one of the things they said is like, look, we're not used to hard throwers having this many pitches to work through. And so with more reps, because the mechanics looks good, with more reps, he should be more of a strike thrower. I mean, but this is the stuff that fits on every single team. Any team can use this, and they're doing the thing. It's like, look, we have a guy who's probably more ready because the location and controls there, right? And Elmar Rodriguez Cruz. But Carlos here, I mean, it's sit down, appointment watching television. Here, stop whatever you're doing, look at this demon. Just so you know, I don't want to get too deep into it. Obviously, like Ryan does a great job of Fireside Yankees with this, but the red means good. And that's a lot of red. A lot of red. Four seam, change up, slider, cutter. I think the cutter's misclassified, right? Because I think that's a slider. Yeah. Here's another one. Yellow's good. Yeah, yellow's really good. TJ Stuff plus, all above 100. Overall, 116. In the zone, 57.1% of the time. It's good. Chase rate, 33%. Whiff rate, 42%. You love it. You love it. And with this, I'll leave a lot of that to Ryan. But this too, this one.
Swing and a miss. Swing.
It vanished. It vanished. I'm really excited about him. I'm really, really excited about him. Speaking of also big freaks, from here we go. Like Carlos Lagrange, like viewed as like high like ceiling, but could bust because he can't throw strikes, right? Like that's how he's viewed. Like at 6'7", 250, he's a monster. They have another one of those kind of on the other side. They're both probably going to start in AAA. Spencer Jones, who catches a lot of hate, even though he shouldn't. But today, I mean, dude, I don't. I saw this.
I like it.
Like,
I like it.
first of all, it's so funny because like the mics are closer in spring training to home plate, and so you get a louder bang. Plus, you get a little bit of an echo because the stadiums are less full. So with those two together, this sounded like it was, a fucking gunshot. That's how hard this sounded coming off the bat. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna, give the Chris Drew cast instead of the stat cast.
I like it. Big time power, long drive to right field. There it goes. See ya. Over everything. A long home run for Jones.
That ball went 780 feet. When I saw it, actually, I thought it went 450. Statcast is saying it went 408. I have a tough time believing that. That ball like it went 450.
The Yankees lead 3-1.
And he knew it too, man. The lean back after hitting a home run is such like an aura monster move.
I like it.
Look. Oh, that right there. That stance. He knows it. He knows it. I'm just like, oh, brother, she gone.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like letting the bat like dangle behind you and then kind of bringing it up. And obviously, like, this toe is up. I'm leaning back. I'm admiring the paint. I'm admiring the work. Admiring the work. You should, Spencer Jones. That's a bomb. Look, if he's a strikeout guy but hits 25, 30 home runs a year and plays really good defense, a lot of teams could use that. A lot of teams. The toe tap has people's attention. And almost Ohtani-like, he's got to get the people going. The toe, obviously, like his butt's out a little bit more. Spencer Jones looks maybe a little bit more uncomfortable, turned. His hands, maybe the bat's a little flatter than Ohtani's bat is, right? Like Ohtani's bat is up this way. His bat's pretty flat.
Ohtani-like with a kind of a toe tap with his front toe rather than
the two-handed, like the two-handed bat hold in front of you is an aura monster move too. The lean back is is more of like the Trent Grisham bucket. Like, I can't believe I just did that to that baseball. I'm so sorry. The two-handed in front is like, yeah, I really blew that. Yeah, I really did that. I'm really doing that. Or maybe the lean back is like, don't throw it there again. All right, you can't come in the kitchen twice, or whatever Barry Bonds said to Greg Maddux.
a kick or a hover. They're almost Ohtani-like with a kind of a toe tap with.
Yeah, he did get rid of the hover. Dude, I love Chase Burns. I went to Chase Burns' debut last year against the Yankees. Got tattooed by Ben Rice, but Ben Rice hits dudes hard. And I just thought this was worth a play. Oh, I love filthy pitchers this time of year. Shout out the guards. I didn't even do it to the Guardians. He's going to be a monster, man. He's going to be a monster. Some prospect stuff, some MLB draft stuff. Dude, Justin LeBron destroying baseballs. 4 home runs on the year.
Have said he took over that and said, here's what we need to do. Get behind me. And he did that on the field.
Swing looks really
LeBron
good.
wants to say goodbye to the field here.
Detonated on that one. Now he's the number 4 prospect per Baseball America in their rankings. This is the number 1. Again, we talked about him on night 1. He just every tool in the book.
Senior or junior?
Well, both. Senior was the same way.
That ball is crushed. Right center field. Cholowski has homered again.
Cholowski and LeBron are going to have like a really cool battle. Obviously, like there's going to be a heated debate about them, kind of on the way up. We'll see. like as we get closer to draft, I think that people view LeBron as a little bit better of an athlete, but Cholowski is like a very, very like advanced hitter, and the contact tool is there too. But again, LeBron is off to a crazy hot start, 4 home runs. We're talking about 5 in 5 games, like just early on, obviously. First overall draft picks from UCLA workout. Shout out Garrett Cole. But I just that quick mention, and then got to talk about this. It's like they just dropped Dylan Cease back at Oregon State and said, "Go, see what you got." 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned, 1 walk, 17 Ks, and he touched 100. He's not draft eligible this year. It's going to be next year. Dax Whitney, take a bow.
They will face Oregon State ace Dax Whitney.
Hot team. No freshman does that. It is so grueling and so hard. And then you see drives that fastball downhill, doesn't he?
I mean, it's like the arm action I see. It looks a lot like Dylan Cease, who's a flamethrower in his own right. And it's funny because like that short arm action isn't really taught kind of anywhere. I don't think. I mean, you very rarely see it. It's very easy to see, and I've read at least. I've never faced obviously fucking Dylan Cease that it gets on you more because it's more compact and it's almost like having extra extension, I guess maybe. But again, hitting 100 miles per hour and just it's easy for him. This was easy for him. He's likely gonna be mocked in everybody's top 10 for 2027, if not their top 1 MLB draft wise. I mean, just like 25 batters faced, 96 pitches, 17 strikeouts. I mean, that's carry, dude. Like that's absurd. Want to talk about this? Jazz Chisholm is asking for a lot of money, and Jazz Chisholm talks a lot, and I like it. Mainly because I'm used to like college football, and I'm used to like. I don't know, used to boxing. I'm a huge boxing fan. In fact, I'm going to go watch boxing after I get this out. And I think that, I know, like, a lot of baseball fans, like, kind of dislike Jazz Chisholm. But they dislike him, and then they talk about him like he's a bum instead of like he's the second best second baseman in the entire sport, to me at least. He's a guy that, like, in his first 162 playing for the Yankees, went 40-40. And obviously, like, health is an issue. He's a really twitchy athlete, has a lot more power than his frame would suggest. And they had him set some goals for himself. He said, dude, I want to go, fuck 40-40. I want to go 50-50. Like, I want to do that. And it's like, okay, like, you're going to ask an uber confident guy how much he wants to get. And he wants 8 to 10 for $35 million a year. I mean, we're talking about someone who believes in himself, believes that he hasn't put his best foot forward baseball-wise, and he's still been really, really good, and wants to get more money. Go for it. Go for it. So I'm looking at this, and I'm confused why people are upset because Jazz Chisholm is right. If Jazz Chisholm thinks he has not tapped into what he's capable of doing, and he's anticipating doing what he believes he can do, then yeah, he's worth at least $35 million a year. At the same time, him saying that here we go. Him saying that doesn't mean he's necessarily earned it right now. But he's an extension candidate. I like Jazz. I know the Yankees don't really extend, but I like Jazz. Jazz is a really good player. So, hyper toolsy second baseman. Legit has 30 home run power. We know he's really fast, good on the bases. Did well at second last year. People hating mad about this is wild. Is wild. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I'm not doing that to the what's it called today. So that's what we got. Make sure you like and sub. I'm gonna try to get one of these out as much as I can. I'm really, really excited about being able to work with Sam, Ryan, and the guys. I believe I will be at spring training soon. I'll have more details on that. But very, very, very excited, I guess, about continuing to do this kind of thing. If you could like and sub and drop a comment, drop a question, do anything, and I'll get to those kind of on future episodes.